This is really hard for me to talk about. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, this video has no script. I didn't write anything, I didn't plan anything for this. I just literally want to talk and get my feelings out towards you guys. Something in my life happened recently, over a week ago now. The situation has settled a little bit. Still a little bit rocky. Still don't really know what's happening or what's going on or what the future will hold. But for now, the situation has kind of subsided. On Wednesday, the 20th of June, it was probably the hottest day of the year. As you know, it was the hottest day of the year. And my family and I decided to go into our local town and get some water pistols and some balloons and some little like paddling pool things to have like this massive water fight and have loads of fun and everything like that. So then I decided to invite my boyfriend at the time round because we'd already planned this anyway, and I got him a water pistol. Me and my sister hid behind the door with our water pistols loaded and totally ambushed him and soaked him from head to toe. But I don't think that's the reason for this particular video's title, as you can see. I've got the dates wrong, I think. I think this was on the 19th. The water fight was on the 19th. We gave him some clothes to wear so he wasn't soaking wet to go home in, and he didn't get water everywhere. We put his stuff in a little bag for him, obviously to be washed and put in the tumble dryer and everything like that. Then we kind of chilled for half an hour or an hour to half an hour to an hour. Everything was fine, literally everything was fine, and I was so happy in my relationship and everything that it had brought to my life. He went home and I didn't hear from him until like probably 9 o'clock that night. Did not hear anything, and I was quite worried because normally he would text me like I am home or I'm safe. So I was like, oh, does that mean he's not safe or whatever, you know, just things that out of the ordinary that I thought indicated something was wrong. I think he went home around 5 o'clock, and I didn't get a reply until like 9. I didn't get actually a message saying hello until like 9 o'clock at night, and then I told him I was watching Big Brother like I normally would. It seemed like a normal day in my life. It seemed normal. We did argue the night before about something that I'm not going to mention, and we did solve it. I don't think it's really my place to talk about his side of the story in that much detail, but I can understand what he kind of went through, but I don't think it was a reason to hurt me this much. At about 12, when I'd got upstairs from Big Brother and bots, and I had gone through my night routine, brushed my teeth, got into bed, by the time I'd done all of that, it was 12 o'clock at night the next day. So this was the 20th now. So he phoned me at 12 o'clock that night. I'm just going to keep reiterating that this seemed like a normal ass day, a normal ass night, like tomorrow was going to be fine. Yesterday was fine, so why can't tomorrow be? I just want to emphasise how much I thought that this was a normal situation for us and that I had no idea what was happening at all. He did seem a little bit quiet, but he said he was playing the retro Pokemon on his DS, I think, and because I was doing something elsewhere using the internet, the call was really dodgy, kept disconnecting. If you have used Facebook call before, then you'll know how fucking idiotic it is and how much it disconnects and how annoying it is. So the call was disconnecting every 5 seconds, as we normally would experience, and then we would say, oh my god, the Facebook call is being such a twat. The other person would agree and then phone her back. But I never got a phone call back. Apparently he had phoned me like 3 times and I didn't answer, but I never got the notifications. I did call him twice. I don't know if they overlapped or whatever. I said to him, why aren't you picking up? What's the problem? Are you okay? Why are you so quiet? I kept asking him throughout all this time, are you okay? He could have answered, no, I'm not. I've got a problem with this that you do. Can we sort it now? We got into a little bit of an argument, a really small one. It's not an argument, it was a little bit of a clash. He ignored my message. I don't remember what I said for the life of me. I can't remember what I said, but he did ignore my message, and then I sent him one back saying, well, ignoring me isn't going to make things better, because it's not going to make the situation better. It's not at all. I'm a person that needs to deal with a problem, obviously after it's calmed down a little bit, but that's after an hour or two. I will deal with things a lot quicker than most people. I don't know why, it's just the way my brain works, and I process information a lot quicker than most people in this kind of situation. So he's still ignoring me. he's on and off typing, like the little dot things. It keeps showing up, then disappearing, and then showing up. Like he keeps deleting things, pausing, doing something, and then carrying on typing. I'm in a group chat with some friends on Instagram, and I kept saying, oh my god, Dale's taken 21 years to reply. I was joking around. At this point, I'm going to reiterate it again, I was absolutely fine. He's typing and typing and typing and has been for about 20 minutes before he actually sends a long ass text to me, breaking up with me over text, over Facebook at 3 o'clock in the morning after the call was disconnecting, and he had the chance to talk to me about whatever was bothering him in the relationship so much that he broke up with me. He could have talked to me and communicated, and if he had, I would have been so understanding, because he knows that I'm an understanding person when it comes to this kind of stuff. I know I'm weird and I'm a weird person and my brain works in really weird ways, but this is how it is. I'm sorry that I don't like being ignored from 10 till 9 o'clock at night, because we've either had an argument or for no reason whatsoever, and I'm sorry I get uppity about it, but I like talking to you. Even if I get stressed because you're ignoring me or, you know, you're busy, it takes 5 seconds to say, I'm busy, I'm stressed right now, I need to calm down about something, I'll talk to you later. It literally takes 5 seconds for you to tell that to me. And that isn't just me being psycho or a bitch, it's me being a human being that deserves a reply from the person that you're in a relationship with. I would really like an explanation. I've heard vague ones from other people, and I'll tell you some right now. First one I heard from one of his family members is that I am negative. I have the 2 deadliest mental illnesses in my brain right now, battling for dominance of my brain. The next day, when he broke up with me at 3 o'clock in the morning, I ran into my mum's room. I was literally sobbing, I couldn't breathe. I had just lost my best friend of 3 years and my boyfriend at the same time. So all of my family that live in my house were sat on my bed, bless their hearts, at 3 o'clock in the morning. Not only does this affect me, it affects them as well, as they lost a night's sleep. Another reason that I heard from a mutual friend of ours is that I was clingy. This isn't really true, and I'm really angry that I can't, not angry, I'm frustrated that I can't express how wrong this is to him and to everyone that believes that I was clingy. What is your definition of clingy? I want to know in the comments, what is your definition of clingy? Because from what I can remember, sometimes when I'd be anxious on a day and he would touch me and he would try and hug me, I would have to literally say, Dale, please don't touch me, and he would get pissy. He would get in a mood with me. Like when we used to sit on the sofa and he used to cuddle me in an awkward position, I'd have to get back up again, and then he would get pissed and drag me back down again. And it would be like, excuse me, I want to sit up. The next one was negative and thinking about the wrong things. Sometimes I can't help this, because again, I'm going to reiterate that I have the 2 deadliest mental illnesses in my brain right now, fighting for dominance, and I'm so glad that I am not dead right now, because they kill people every single day, and having them both in my head is very, very dangerous. I think he recognises what fight I had to put up with every single day just to get out of bed. The next reason that he gave our mutual friend is that I was annoying, whatever, you know, annoying isn't a fact about someone, it's an opinion, and if that's your opinion on me, after dating me for 5 months, maybe we aren't meant to be together. But another thing that was said about me to the mutual friend that we have is that past the 5-month mark, bearing in mind that's prom, best night of our school life, by the 5-month mark, I was a torture to his brain. He knew what he was getting in for. He'd sat with me so many times in the past. We've been best friends for 3 years now, and I've been diagnosed 4 times with depression and anxiety since then. He knows what he was getting himself in for, so he can't say that he was oblivious to the situation and my mental health, because he knew he was the only person in my real lifetime, except from a few other friends, that I talked to about it. I went to his house the day after, in a calm state, not crying, not angry, not upset, just confused and wanting to talk. I knocked on his door, all sensible, and his mum, lovely as pie, came to the door. She went to go see if he was busy, and he didn't want to talk to me. He made his mum come back to the door, and she was devastated. She said that he didn't want to talk to me, and I don't know why. For me, that day was normal, and I need to reiterate again, that day was normal for me and I had no clue what was going on inside of his brain. As far as I was concerned, all of his thoughts and feelings through the relationship were solved. It's like the only person in this situation that should be angry, which is me, isn't angry. Everyone else is, including Dale. Dale's angry, everyone's angry except for me. And to be frank, I'm the only person that should be angry at how I've been treated these past few days. Last week, I have been treated and talked about shit. So, about these clothes that we lent him, we borrowed him, and we didn't get back until a few days after I'd broken up with him. This is kind of another section of the story. My sister's girlfriend, whose clothes that she borrowed Dale she wanted them back because who knows when we're going to see them again. One morning, after a night of Facebooking about the situation, I was woke up by a loud banging on the door, which was his sister. My mum opened the door. They had an argument about me and I was upstairs, and then she said that she'd be back half an hour later. She went home and I came downstairs. I was like, what the fuck just happened? What's going on? Eventually she came back with the clothes, and when I opened the door to see what was what, she knocked on the door and then went away because obviously she didn't want to talk to my mum anymore, which is understandable. Opened the door, there lay the clothes, all piled up and stacked neat, and you could tell that his mum had folded them and washed them and they smelled really nice. On top was a bra. Now, I'm not being funny, but I'm a double D and this bra is a B. This mystery bra was on my doorstep and I was like, what is this? Like the chef from Little Mermaid. Took it back over, just me, on my own, not wanting to start any shit. That's basically the thing that happened in my life and why I haven't been active. So, sorry that I haven't really been active on YouTube that much. I did upload an old video last week to kind of compensate, but I thought I would film a new video showing off my haircut, mostly, and just explaining what the situation is about. That's all I really have to say on this topic. I will update you if anything changes, but I don't think it will. I just love you all so much, and you have all been so supportive and so helpful in my time of need. Whenever I watch that prom lookbook video, there's always going to be the stigma of him, and I did that for him to look nice for him. Maybe it's time to look nice for me. Maybe it's time to look nice for me. 1, 4, 3, bye! Mwah! Violence, sex. I'm your mother now, so tell your mother some things. Don't know why I just said that. As you can see by the title, it is long distance relationships versus regular ones. Wow.